stupid.
Introducing
Price check at the
into the ring by the Don, weighing in 218 pounds, from West Texas State University, number one
Legend! Here's a legend!
old school, Eric Martin.
All right,
Now this is a legend.
ladies and gentlemen, old school Eric Martin, and if you don't know about him, he's certainly going to talk about himself, but he's been asking for a real challenge here in the ECWA for months. He may have found it, guys. He found a legitimate WrestleMania star, a legitimate Hall of Famer, a legitimate former Intercontinental Champion, a legitimate former main eventer for the WWE, WWF back then.
He's a 4-star AAU wrestling
Ladies and
champion, West
gentlemen,
Texas State.
you know who I am. I am old school Eric Martin. That's right, old school. And last time I was in this building, you, Mr. Ooh-La-La, were counting the tiles on the ceiling.
That's right.
I don't see any tiles.
Don't even start that. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I laid down an open challenge to any legend in the world. Any of them. And Tito Santana decided to accept that challenge.
Arriba.
You shut up.
Stop.
You don't like it?
So,
No.
here's a little
I'm
history
Cuban.
lesson.
I don't like Mexicans.
I was supposed to be the
stereotyping.
first Intercontinental Champion, but I missed my flight, and they got some guy, Tito Santana, to replace me.
I remember that.
Pat Patterson was the first
Also,
Intercontinental
let me
Champion.
take you back to 1984, when Tito Santana got his leg broke by Greg Valentine. Guess who taught him the figure 4 leg lock?
That's right. Eric Martin. That's right.
Me.
We were at that show.
Tonight, we find out if Tito
You were like
can
50, but
or Mexa can. Ladies and gentlemen, 239 pounds from Tacoma, Mexico. He's a two-time WWE Intercontinental Champion. Introducing the two-time WWE Tag Team Champion. Inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2004. It is my pleasure to introduce Tito Santana!
wow, look at that, and he looks as great as ever. Tito Santana.
No, Tito Santana is selling some face.
Why would he even tell? He probably doesn't even know who you are.
He's afraid of you.
Right, but why would he be afraid of you? You're just an idiot wearing a Cuba shirt. I'm sorry, but it is what it is sometimes.
Let me tell you. Hey, Brady, I got a joke for you. Want to hear a joke? What's a Mexican's favorite sport?
What?
Cross country.
That's not funny at all. I'm gonna tell Tito you said that.
I hope you do.
Yeah, since you're all Cuban, let's talk some Cuban heritage. Do you guys realize that today is the day?
Don't even try it, Brady.
Yeah, Brady, you don't have
Don't
facts.
even
You
try
don't
it.
have facts.
This day back in 2013, the first running toilet was introduced in the palace in Cuba.
Brady, please. Don't even go there.
Oh, I'm sorry, it was 2012.
I
read
tell
it
you
wrong.
what today is in Cuban
Yes.
history, Brady Hicks.
Yes.
You know whose birthday is today?
Phyllis.
No, it is our boy Fidel Castro's daughter's birthday. You know what her name is, Brady Hicks?
Fidela.
Philomena. You were close. Philomena Castro.
He was about to get some
birthday
points.
today.
He was about to get points, Brady, but
Where do you think you got that name, Brady?
From Phil.
of course.
I was going to say it probably was Phil's birthday because he couldn't get to like 98 any other way than having frequent birthdays.
After the match, Tito Santana is looking in good shape. Brady.
He really is. I think Eric Martin may have finally bit off more than he can chew. What a jerk. The way he's been running his mouth, it's about time.
Eric Martin trained Tito Santana back in the Southwest.
Oh, he did not. Are you kidding me?
Back in 1977.
You just throw out names and dates and expect people to believe
He
you.
played on the same football team that Tully Blanchard was the quarterback for at West Texas State.
Martin ducks into the ropes. And here's the wild card, ladies and gentlemen. Will Ooh La La be a factor in this match?
Of course he will. It's 2 against 1.
He's trying to help. He's trying to help him. What does Eric Martin have to be so irritable about?
Everything. Nobody believes him. The guy, he's more
Why
of a
would
legend than
they?
Tito Santana.
He looks like he's about 16.
You know, the other night I went to a Sixers game and saw a Mexican wave. So I waved back at him. Oh, I love it.
I'm going to ignore that. Tito Santana. He looks every bit as great as he did at WrestleMania 1, guys. Look at him.
He's in great shape. You are right. Eric Martin is in great shape. He looks as good as he did in WrestleMania 1. Tito's in great shape, but he's been following Eric Martin's game plan for nutrition. So he looks good, Brady.
Eric Martin wasn't even a fetus when WrestleMania 1 hit. Catches the punch
helping Tito Santana.
right between the eyes. Tito Santana into the ropes. Shoulder tackles Eric Martin. That slime ball just sleazes out of the ring.
Oh, Brady.
He left a snail trail behind him.
Tito's a leader it up in there. How could Ooh La La be a special guest referee? Look at the way he's dressed.
He's holding him back. Arriba! I love it.
Ooh La La can't even count the play.
Eric Martin is looking like a clown in there. You think he's ready to have a serious match now?
He's always ready.
He didn't look it. What is Eric Martin gonna see, guys, when Tito Santana beats him fair and square in the middle of an ECWA ring?
He ain't gonna see nothing because Tito's not gonna beat him. Eric Martin's trying to remind Tito Santana that they were friends when he showed him everything he knew.
The handshake. I would hope that Tito knows better.
These people in the crowd are trying to cause trouble. All Eric Martin's trying to do is give him a handshake and say, Eric Martin's the one that came up with the concept of Strike Force, and Tito stole it. Eric Martin, I think, is supposed to be in Strike Force. Eric Martin's a co-writer of Girls and Cars. You didn't know that, Brady.
I just want Tito Santana to show old school a lesson of his own.
The kids are screaming, laughing at Ooh La La's outfit for the night.
What's wrong with Ooh La La's outfit? He matches.
Look, what's he wearing?
You don't match.
A belt? I don't match. I look like I just came off the beach.
You look like 18 Shades of Blue.
The people always say what you look like right now.
I'm wearing a green shirt. It's March.
Ooh La La looks like he came from one of them funny places up in Center City, Philadelphia. It's a lot of guys frequent. Thank God you're not wearing some purple. It'd be like me and Phil sitting in the middle of Grimace.
Oh, drops him down hard and reverse atomic drop right there. Do you think he can still get up in the air for the flying forearm?
Look at this fast count by Ooh La La.
I think it's just a count. Side headlock takedown. I wear purple sometimes. You never said I look like Grimace.
You look like Grimace.
Well, you look like Ronald. Into the corner.
Ulala interference.
Oh! Rakes him in the eyes. Highly illegal, but Ulala not a referee, really. His day-to-day job not refereeing didn't catch it.
Because he's a moron.
Almost a disqualification. Oh! And here's that idiot Jim Shorts, the Don.
I don't know why you're allowed to know Eric Martin. He's taking full advantage of the rules. He's got 5 count there. He's broken 4 cleanly. Well, see, Ulala doesn't know what he's doing. The hardest 4 years of his life was the 3rd grade. He's a moron.
You are really in the zone tonight, aren't you?
Big plays on there by Eric Martin. Yeah, I'll take it. Are you kidding me?
Oh, and that chin lock.
Well, I guess when you have one eye, you don't know which way you're falling down the count.
Maybe he's counting the tiles. Tito fighting his way back, soaking in the applause of this crowd. This capacity crowd that came here tonight to see Tito Santana Arriba his way to victory.
All right, now knock it off with your Arriba stuff, please. Can't even spell Arriba. You don't even know what you're doing.
I could really go for some Tostitos and salsa, I'll tell you that.
You better hope Trump don't win. He'd be one of these guys getting shipped out of here. I hope he is.
Oh, well, you can't knock it off. Tito Santana belongs in this country more than you do.
And how is that possible?
Because you don't even want to be here.
Hey, you forget we're not here. We fly in from Cuba just to do this show with you and then go back to a better land. The boss personally flies us here each and every month. We got our own plane. Elbows to the gut by Tito. Hey, old school Eric Martin's on top of things.
Despite being relatively young and inexperienced, old school Eric Martin.
He is young for his age.
That's the thing, yeah. You could say he acts very old for 16. I will say that.
16.
But here's the thing: he is staying on top of Tito Santana. He's not allowing him a chance to recover until now. He needs to not worry about Mr. Ulala. That's the least of his problems.
Ulala needs to do a job. I'm not doing it.
Another chin lock by old school Eric Martin.
He's a weird out here. He's leaning forward on him.
And that's the thing, Tito Santana's got to be in his late 60s, early 70s at this point, I would think. Well, how old is he?
He's not in his 60s. What are you talking about?
How old is Tito?
I might be in his 70s.
I'm going to look up how old Tito Santana is. I'm going to look it up because my point is, regardless of how old Tito Santana is, the issue is that Eric Martin is leaning on his sternum. And Tito is not able to breathe the way that he really needs to breathe in order to function in a high intense match like this.
Tito is 62 years old. He's looking great for 62. Big sunset clip here by Tito, but he can't get all the way around. Eric Martin just too smart for that.
And my apologies that I was a couple of years off.
Because you don't know what you're doing.
No, I do. I just thought Tito was in his late 60s. And Eric Martin going top rope now.
He's trying to finish Tito off once and for all. He's going for the fist drop. Look at this.
Jerry
Lawler stole this move from him.
The fist punch. Tito moves out of the way. He just punched nothing but wood and metal.
Well, you didn't just see Ulala bend down and tell him to move?
But that's the thing. Tito certainly worn down after this match. Fighting his way back.
Tito was second win by missing that Tito now with the big fist punch.
What would have been a totally different story if he hit that? It would have been a totally different story if Tito Santana had hit that.
Punches there with classic Tito right there.
Into the ropes and a backdrop. Right on his tailbone.
He's getting him set up for the flying burrito. Flying burritos coming.
But Martin again taking advantage, using the quickness that he has, being probably 50 years younger.
Oh, big small package here by Tito.
Oh!
Are you kidding me?
How about that?
Ladies
How
and
about that?
gentlemen, 10 minutes, 25 seconds. Your winner of the match, Tito Santana!
Ladies and gentlemen, Tito Santana, Arriba, picks up the win against old school Eric Martin.
You had a lot to say earlier about the ECWA, lab champion, like to run the mouth.
That was a one-on-one match.
You had a 2-1 on the whole match.
It was not. This Mr. Ulala didn't physically interject himself.
Because Tito needed help. 2 against 1.
You gotta be kidding me. Old school Eric Martin now 1-1 in the ECWA. He beat Mr. Ulala in his debut, but he did not beat Tito Santana.
Tito cheated. Like a true Mexican, he cheated.
Look at this.
What I'm talking about.
What an awesome competitor. What a legend. Such a treat to be able to call an ECWA match featuring Tito Santana.
WWE legend had to cheat to win this match.
Well, I'm impressed with the way he hung with the much younger Eric Martin, despite all the wear-down moves designed to take away his breath. Tito Santana, look, he's fine. Such great conditioning. That's why he's a former tag team champion, a former intercontinental champion. Should have been a heavyweight champion. Let's be realistic here. Tito Santana